notorious AB. He doesn't usually like to go fast, go too hard in the beginning. He likes to save himself for the playoffs. He put out Ralph Nassar there, and Ralph Nassar got the job done. I think our team just took it easy after we won game 1, and we had a major letdown in game 2. We couldn't hit Ralph that well. We lost 12-7.
Can you talk about Stephen Rudy's 2 home runs, which
quite surprising.
Very surprising.
If I may say so.
Everyone who talks to me about it says, oh, what was it, 4 errors? But the truth was, he hit the gaps, he hit the ball hard, and he hit the ball far. I was very impressed.
I think we got to play with a wall back there. If that guy's hitting home runs.
Yeah, no, you know what? I think.
You think the ball's
really,
juiced,
maybe he's
or you
just,
think he's juiced?
You know what? He
I
just
think it might be
he's
the
coming into his
HGH.
own a little bit. You know, being in the league after a few years, he's building some confidence and confidence.
He's playing second base.
Who's
Confidence
playing
takes a long
Ralph
way.
Cohen,
Sure.
who got married, but he missed his game.
Okay. You didn't have, you had Eliezer coming in, John.
Daniel Towell,
Davey Towell coming in, okay.
and one of the D League players we don't like to talk about much. Interesting note, the Shoof.com moment of the day was A.B. Cohen's son running around the bases sucking a lollipop.
Is that legal?
I kid you not.
Because I'm told I'm not supposed to smoke a cigar
Right.
while I run around.
That's what I thought the rules
He
were.
could smoke it, he could do, he
Have a
could
lollipop.
suck on a lollipop. I want to play with my cigar.
The main question on that I have is, did he make the beracha before?
I'm sure.
Because if he made the
Wait,
beracha
don't you have it on
before,
videotape?
I don't know. We're gonna have to
Why
go
don't
back
we
to this.
go
Let's go
back
back
to
to that.
videotape?
Let's go back to that.
And I'm also looking, A.B. Cohen went 4 for 6. He's batting 600.
Yeah,
He went 6 for 8, excuse
is
me.
a veteran hitter, and he had a couple of nice shots. But overall, I mean, opening week defense wasn't up to par. So hopefully we get it back together next week.
Sounds like that was a trend throughout the league.
I
Defense
think-
wasn't that great.
Also, Victor Busso went 5 for 8.
Right.
And I think
He went 2 for 8, excuse me.
I think 5 for 8 and 2 for 8. Boots-o. Trying to get your trades.
A little shout out there, man. Give me a little shout out.
I think they were saying this week how AB might be looking for another pitcher. He might not be able to go the distance
How
this
about
year.
his son?
And they're saying his
Yeah, I
son
think that's
might
what
pitch.
Yeah.
But
He's
his-
drafted
they're
him.
saying
Can
his-
pitch, but they don't have a center fielder.
That's what I heard.
Oh, his son
I
from
heard
center field?
Yeah.
I heard on the trade block is AB might be looking for a center fielder so his son can come in the second game. So if anybody has anything to offer,
Well, Ralph Nassar got the job done, and as Ralph points out to everyone who's around, he is 3-0 as a starting pitcher in this league. So he's going to be vying to pitch, and we'll see what happens with that.
right.
Let's go now to your game, Joe. I mean,
Let's
there's
go
a lot of
to,
controversy in the second game, but let's start with the 1st
Let's
game.
start off with game 1. We had the Ralph Hannon coming in from Deal pitching. He pitched a scoreless game. We beat them 5-0. He got himself into some trouble, in and out of trouble. He had a couple of walks. I think it was the 6th, maybe the 5th inning. We were up 3-0. Runners on 1st and 2nd for Zul. Zul in a big spot. Did nothing. He popped up, and Ralph was able to get himself in and out of trouble. And it actually happened again in the second game when we were up 3-0 again, and Zul again didn't
Getting on Zul pretty hard right
getting
now.
on Zul pretty hard right now, and he should know why, because they stole the second game from us. Literally pickpocketed us. We should be 2-0, or not 2-0, but we should definitely not have lost. To tell you what happened, Lou, you tell me what your reactions after this. We had runners on 1st and 2nd, down 3-2 in the top of the 7th inning. The batter flies out to right field. The runners tag up. The runner on second base tags up, goes to 3rd base. The right fielder takes the ball, throws it. It hits one of the trees that were coming into the field. The ball did not change its path or anything. It went over the first baseman's head, and the runner on 3rd, went home. Tie game.
So he tug up from
Second.
2nd, went all the way home.
Correct.
But
On a bad throw.
But the
On-
ball went, the
Ball
ball
hit branch.
Hit a branch.
Right.
The branch didn't change the flight
But
of the
regardless,
ball.
it's not even the point.
Exactly.
It's not
So
even the point.
But it's a two base. It's
The
like,
guy from second, who was on second,
He's
that was
gonna
taking
go home
up, should
anyway.
score.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
So
the
what
correct
happened?
call.
Yes.
The umpire comes out, calls timeout because he thought that once the ball hits the tree, it's a dead ball.
it is.
But if it's a
I
dead
agree.
ball, all runners should get how many bases?
2 bases.
Correct. So the runner from second should be where?
Home.
And the runner on first should go.
Third.
But you know what happened? The umpire turns around and says he's going to give the runner on. He didn't give everybody 1 base, even though the runner was on third already. He gave the runner second. He gave the runner from second, let him advance to third, and the runner from first to advance to second. And that was his play. That was his goal.
Well, rule number 23, subsection 6, paragraph 4 states that when the ball is thrown out of play, now, out of play could be the dugout, over
Be
a
anywhere. It's
fence,
as good as throwing it into the
but
stands.
in our league, a tree is
But
out
a
of play.
tree,
It's a dead ball.
overhanging fair territory. I think that's where the umpire got a little
So,
confused.
so now to be on the umpire's defense, he didn't know if the tree was out of play, so he technically called a timeout, which I've never heard of in baseball before, but he called a timeout, and then he said that the runners had to stop where they were because he kind of stopped play by himself.
This is definitely a protestable call.
And
I
the
would
game
agree.
is under protest and under review right now at the league's
The
office.
game was already under protest and was already reviewed on the office.
Here it is.
But the decision was that we're leaving it as the umpire's call. It seems like, from everything that I heard, that it should be overturned. However, after interviewing the players from the other team, they won't give in that that player from second would have scored.
It doesn't matter.
So what I
If he's calling it dead, then it's
It
a
doesn't
dead
matter.
ball.
It's a dead ball.
That means it's as if the ball went out of play.
Now, the
If he's
only,
calling it a
the
timeout,
only
he's calling it a
thing
dead ball,
that
that's
would-
it. There's no whistle that blows.
the
It's not
only
hockey.
thing that would be different is if at the beginning of the game, during the ground rules, they said that if the ball hits a branch, it's not dead.
Now they called, but the ground rules before the game were, if the ball from the batting point, if you hit the ball and it hits the tree, if you hit the ball
a
and the
dead
ball
ball.
hits the tree, it's a dead ball. You can't catch it. Nobody went around the rule the opposite way,
No.
saying throwing, because
Something-
it doesn't really
You
happen
know,
that
but what
often.
doesn't make sense is, realistically, the runner scored anyway based on the throw, correct?
Well,
So,
no, that's still a question.
That was also in question because umpire is saying that he stopped the game.
did the player stop? Did the other team stop playing? So then,
Debatable. That's where it's debatable. Zul says they stopped. We say they didn't. Zul got his way, but I think the boys from Yeshivat Lev Aharon want Zul to man up and come and say it the right way.
We're not
But
going to put it on one guy.
that's
This was the commissioner's ruling that we're going to leave it as umpires. If the umpires should have overturned the call and they didn't, and we're going to respect the umpire's call.
anyways. But besides that, Eddie Elbaz did pitch terrifically. Him in his Scrubs outfit, he did pitch a nice game, and they did go on to take that game 3-2 from us. So other than that little controversy, which was tend to be a big controversy now, you know, now both teams are now 1-1, and
Maybe
looking
we
forward
should
to next
have
week.
maybe we should have the players out in TV land email us on what their opinion on this ruling, because I would be very interesting to hear what the people's opinions are.
We could put it on the everybody for your opinions. Please log on to sysoftball.com
Click on
and
this.
on the guest book under the BB board. We would like to hear your comments, and please feel free to comment on that.